5 trends that real men are wearing out there on the streets. I'm not going to talk about, the designs that they are only in the fashion shows that nobody is going to wear. I'm going to talk about the real things that men are wearing right now and the brands are offering, especially for this spring summer, and I'm saying a lot. I'm sure that you're going to regret in the future of wearing them in the near future, because I know that right now is the trendy thing. I don't know, people sometimes in the short time are like, oh, I want to wear this kind of things because it's trendy or whatever they are thinking about. I don't know. They are not good visually, they are not going to look good, and let me explain why. The first thing that is going actually too far, because we went from skinny jeans to baggy jeans, but that baggy jeans are too wider, are too big. They have a lot of excess of fabric around the hips, and even is worse when people are wearing them lower than their natural rise. They don't have like a low rise usually, that kind of trousers. They have like a medium or high rise, and they are wearing them lower than where they used to be or they need to be. It's looking terrible. They are creating the legs shorter, visually shorter for what you have for real, and it's looking bad. I get the point of we went for one thing to the other extreme, and this is usually happening in fashion, but don't forget the middle point, which is usually the best one. Go for a straight cut that is going to have a clean line from top to the bottom and is going to make your legs longer, especially if you wear a higher rise, which is more masculine, which is in your natural waist, and is much more better. So go for that and skip the baggy jeans. And if you only have one or two, okay, maybe it's okay for some days when you want to have a bit more relaxed outfit, but even though that kind of baggy are too far, too big. So do yourself a favor and avoid them. Like the next trend, which is also related with oversize, but it's not only with oversized clothes. I don't know why, but especially for the clothes that are on top, like jackets or knitwear, like cardigans or things that are on top of other clothes, they are making them shorter and shorter. And I get the point, when it's oversized, it needs to be a bit wider here on the shoulders and shorter there, because if not, it's just like wearing like a bigger size and it doesn't make that kind of oversized look. But especially for clothes that are on top of others, like a jacket or a cardigan, if it's shorter than the clothes that you're wearing underneath, it makes what I call like a visual skirt. It's like you're wearing a skirt. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't look good. Visually, it's creating like a cat here, and then you have another piece of cloth in there, and that's why I call it like a skirt effect. It's usually, even when you have this a bit fitted, it's creating like on the waist like a strange effect, which is a skirt. So the clothes that you're wearing on top always need to be longer than the ones you're wearing underneath, and that it makes a lot of sense, but I don't know why people are forgetting this, or I don't know what they are thinking about. Like the next trend, which is again talking about length, is about, I don't know, maybe we are going back to the 80s, 90s, when we had even Tom Cruise wearing shorts that they were too short, and this is happening again with a lot of brands and people are wearing that kind of shorts that are too short, or legs, especially men. When we do a bit of exercise, the shorts, the proper length for the shorts needs to be reaching the knees, especially because after that we have like not on a straight line, and if the shorts are really short and are really shorter than, or they are not even reaching our knees because we have like a big space, big gap there, we won't have like in a straight line there, and it's going to create a visual effect that is not looking good. And also when it's too short, it's really casual, it's really informal, it's not masculine. And I know some people might say, oh, that is a stereotype, you can wear that. Of course you can wear whatever you want, but that is going to create that kind of visual effect that is not looking good. And if it's masculine or not, we can have it for another video, but that is not looking good. Even Ralph Lauren is making that, Dunhill is making that, is offering at least that. I don't know how many people are buying that kind of things, but always go for classic shorts, always reaching or almost reaching your knees. Could be a bit longer, a bit shorter, depending on also your preference. If you go for really classic and a bit wider shorts, then could be a bit more longer, but if not, go for just there. Reaching your knees would be always the best option. The next one that you need to avoid, and probably not many people are going to wear this, but even I saw Suit Supply making this an offering, which I think is called like crochet knitwear, which is where you're seeing that yourself. I don't know why Suit Supply is offering this. I expect this from Zara or H&M or more fast fashion brands, but Suit Supply making this? Why? Who is going to wear this? I mean, if you like that, okay, I get the point, but visually you don't need to show your nipples. I don't know why people are wearing that, and I get the point of could be a bit more breathable, of course, but if you wear like a classic Sunspell polo, for example, with that kind of fabric, you know, the Riviera fabric, I think they call it. In my brand, we do even a really similar one. It's more breathable, and you don't need to show your nipples. You don't need to wear something that is really transparent. When something is transparent, when something is like that, it's really casual. It's even, maybe it's like a sexual thing. I don't know. I don't get the point, but let me know if you get the point in the comments below. And the last trend, which I call it like a preppy, relaxed, oversized style, like brands like Emily Ondor are doing a lot, which is getting elements like a timeless and classic designs and making them oversized, relaxed, and you know, like with that kind of style of like I don't give a fuck. It gives to me that kind of vibes of I'm a preppy guy that has money, but I don't give a fuck about anything. Even that kind of things, like that looks like in a tracksuit, or I don't know what it's like. The trousers are knitted, are knitwear trousers with that jacket knitted as well, with the cable knit. It doesn't make to me any sense. It's like, oh, I don't give a fuck about anything, but at the same time I wear things that are really expensive. I don't get that point. It looks really trendy to me. Is something like, I mean, it's been here for a little while. I don't know how long it's going to take to be outdated. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't look good, and it's really oversized. Usually it's having like mixing that kind of, and I get the point, oh, we are breaking the rules, we are creating new fashion, okay, but that doesn't look good. And that's all. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? If do you think that any of these trends could be something timeless in the future or not? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.